My name's John Bramhill and I work for Godolphin as a work rider. Godolphin is run by Sheikh Mohammed, which is the crown ruler of Dubai. It's his private racing establishment, and it's like working for the Ferrari of horse racing. So it's quite a nice job, and I'm probably one of the lucky riders from Godolphin because I get to ride a lot of the gallops. The gallops is where you're preparing the horses for the actual races. It's like giving them their test runs before they go to the races, and that's the part I enjoy the most. In the local village there was a small trainer who had a handful of horses, and he said to me, if you want to be a jockey, I can't really help you, but I'll help you into a better job with more horses. And so he rang around a few trainers for me, and I ended up with a job in Lambourne for a guy called Charlie James. I rode my first winner in 1992. I then decided I needed a career move to try and better it. So then I moved to David Nicholls up in Yorkshire, and he pushed me in all the right directions, and my career kind of took off from there. And my first 3 years in apprenticeship there were quite fruitful years, and I did quite well. I then became a freelance jockey. The first couple of years as a freelance was very, very, very hard. You've got to work extremely hard to keep at it, and I did, and it paid off for me in the end. And I rode out for a lot of trainers, and I picked up a lot of rides. And the latter part of the 3 years, up and approaching 2004, I was averaging 500 rides a year, and I ran the 20-30 winner mark. And for a guy of my kind of calibre, it was a nice earning, and I felt like I was doing well. I had this ultimate goal. I wanted to be one of the top riders, at least get into the top 20, but I could never quite make it into the thing. I was always just the run of the mill, and I just wanted to step up to the next step. But it was year after year after year, and I kept trying, and it never seemed to happen. So I'm glad what I've done in a way to have given up when I did, and otherwise I wouldn't be at Godolphin now if I hadn't have joined. So where the opportunity was there at the time, and it is a good job. So this is a horse called Matty Tunn. In the picture there, I won on him at York races at the Dante meeting in May. It's one of the main meetings, and he was a great horse, and he led on. I went on to ride him again, and he won another big race 10 days later. So he's got a lot of time in my heart for him. To win a race is an ultimate buzz. It's a big adrenaline. Whether it can be the little cell around Wolverhampton or Southall, or going to York and riding at the big meetings, the actual buzz of riding in a winner is great. Can't beat that feeling. Can't beat it. Horse racing will never leave my bones, in my system. It's all part of my soul. I hope to be riding out up until the very last day that I breathe. So, because once it's in your system, you can never let it go.